What is dating like in Finland? Hey fam, this is me again, Jo, and welcome back to another episode of Filipino Mindset. Having lived in Finland for a year now, today we're going to talk about Finnish people and what are the things you need to know about Finland. I have the opportunity to ask my coworker about why he chose Finland over other country, like English country. And what he said to me is, yes, he knows that if he is in an English country, there's a lot of opportunity for him. But what makes him choose Finland is because he said that he has two daughters and it's important for him that he will raise her daughters in a safe country. And yes, you are right. Finland is a very safe country. And I can attest to that. And what I mean by safety is I don't get nervous whenever I go to a supermarket after my shift. Let's say, for example, at 9 p.m. in the evening. I don't scared going home with having people staring at me with a bad intention. Like, you get what I'm saying. In the Philippines, I carry my even backpack in front just because I don't feel safe. And here, at first I do that and then it was so funny because no one really tries to steal anything from you. Even if you left something in there, no one's gonna touch it. Well, I've only been to four or five countries this year, and what makes Finland different from any other European countries is because they really value nature. Whether you are in the province or you are in the city, it looks the same because there's a lot of trees. And here in Finland also you cannot see a lot of tall buildings, I'd say. You can see a lot of trees. The cultural differences in social behavior. So Finnish people have this stereotype that they are cold or reserved. Finnish people are not in for small talk. It's not like in the US or any southern part of Europe wherein you greet each other with warmth, like you hug, like for example in the Philippines. So Finnish people are more stoic or minimalistic, but that doesn't mean that they are unkind or unfriendly. They're just like that. Like for example, you go to a supermarket, you cannot expect them to say like, "Hi, you have a nice day." But the only people who will tell you to have a nice day is the cashier. But someone who looks at you, you bump into each other, you get eye to eye with each other, they won't say anything. So this will be a biggest culture shock for foreigners who will come here, and you will experience sometimes asking people and then they are like closed off to even entertain your questions. But you can see also type of Finns who are very glad to help you with how to get around, with your questions on how to get around or anything about Finland. And if you're someone who come from a country who is used to very warm environment, then Finland will be a biggest culture shock for you because you cannot expect someone like greeting you with a hug. So that's my biggest culture shock also as a foreigner because I like hugging when I meet a friend. So yeah, I like a hug. I like to hug. So I like being extra. They value personal space. And what I mean by that is you could be sitting next to a Finn without saying anything. And that's really okay. There's nothing wrong about that. And this is the reason why sometimes you can perceive them as aloof or cold just because they don't do small talk, especially to strangers or acquaintances. Just like what I've told you, they're not someone who can strike a small conversation with you. Like, "Hi, have a nice day. How are you?" Finnish people are very comfortable with silence, and for them it's a sign of comfort and mutual respect. We always have the need to fill in the silence. We're not comfortable with the silence. But now with Finnish people, they are more comfortable. Even when you're talking with them on the phone and they're not talking on the other side, for them, there's nothing wrong with it. For the other person, for a Finnish people, they enjoy it. Even if you're not talking on the other side, they enjoy it. So if you're someone who's not comfortable with the silence, you feel like you have to talk just because the other person is not talking, then that might be a biggest culture shock for you. And to others, silence means not good. Like you think that the other person is dealing with something. You think that there's something wrong because the other person is silent. But in here, silence means they are enjoying each other's company. Next one is emotional expressions. So Finnish people might not be outwardly emotional as other cultures, especially in public settings. So Finnish people would like or are comfortable showing their emotion through actions. So I've read about this. Successful people are action oriented. So they are like that. They express their emotions through action, like helping you with things, fixing things like that. And my boss is one of the biggest example of this. If you present her a problem, her mind would be, okay, we have to find a solution to that already, like heti, like urgent, right at this moment. And she's like that, and that's what I admire with her, because what she said, she follows through, and that's very attractive. The next one is friendship takes time. And Finnish people really are cautious about letting people into their inner circle. But once you are in, they can be very supportive and reliable. If they promise you something, they're really gonna do it, because they won't say it if they don't mean it. The sauna culture. So sauna is a place for connection and relaxation for Finnish. If you get invited for a sauna, then that means it's serious. I've been to a public sauna, by the way. And even if people don't go naked, but when they go to shower, you can see a lot of people butt naked. And Finnish people are very confident with their body. And to someone, for a Filipina who believes that only your significant other or your husband can see your body, then this might be a biggest culture shock, because you get to see people going in a shower butt naked before going into a public sauna. And even to our workplace, the reason why I said that they are very comfortable with their body is because they don't shy away taking off their clothes when they are changing, even if you are there. And what I've noticed going in a sauna is some people are quiet, they are really into themselves, maybe they are doing meditation or something, but some of them are also talking, or they would be curious and get to know you because you are in a sauna and you're a foreigner there. So they tend to ask you simple things also. Oh, did you like sauna? What did you like in Finland? Things like that. I have to ask a friend who is dating a local in here and who is currently married to a local. So they said that there are 3 things to meet a local or to go into dating scene. The first one would be, the biggest is, you go to dating apps. And then the next one is, if you are in a community, part of the community, like say, for example, you are part of the church, you are part of this sports, or you go to a gym and then you met there. And then the next one is, you will be approached by a Finn. So it's really different from other people. You cannot box a Finn that, oh, they only date through dating apps, or they only met people through friends of friends or when they are part of the community. And that's it for today's video, fam. And thank you everyone for supporting me. You have no idea how much that means to me that you are there watching my channel and supporting me outside of the screen. If you are supporting me through PayPal, please know that I notice it and I'm very grateful to each and every one of you. I just don't have a way to reply because the app doesn't allow me to, but I'm really grateful and I'm really thankful for it. And that's it for today's video, fam. I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.